So let's go ahead and move to your Gas or Pass.
Yeah. So my Gas or Pass has to do with the Keeley Katana head. All right. They just started with the Gen 3. Well, I say just started. It was probably a year or two ago at this point. Um, have you ever seen the product demo for the new Keeley Katana head?
I don't think I have.
Kirk Fletcher.
Oh,
Kirk Fletcher is playing it. And I'm telling you,
good job, boss.
if there's
Good on
if
ya.
there's anybody who's going to showcase like your new amp, your new like recreation or update,
Man.
have somebody like Kirk Fletcher.
Yeah, remember when Boss used to use Johnny DeMarco?
Hey, that guy was like on speed or something. That guy, seriously, he had so much energy.
He was so good. I met him in an AM show one time. One of the nicest guys you would ever meet.
Uh-huh.
So cool. But he was a monster player.
Oh yeah.
He still is, I'm sure. I'm not for sure what he's doing right now or where he's at. But he was doing all those Boss product demos back in the day, and he was killer.
Yeah. I just remember like the intro. Hi, Johnny DeMarco here. He's
Yeah.
like got so much energy, you know?
He's just
It's awesome.
amazing.
I mean, I wish I had half of that.
Me too.
But no, they've got Kirk Fletcher.
I love that.
Yeah, showcasing it. And what's cool is they really showcase there's a new amp setting, and it's called pushed. It's supposed to be like a pushed kind of Fender amp. This Katana head has this push setting, so it's like it's essentially a pushed Fender. You can change the cabs. If you go direct, you can change mic placement. You can change a bunch of different features. You can change the different type of mics that would simulate that direct out. I don't know. There's just so many features. There's, of course, you got tuner built in. You got a bunch of, delay, reverb, modulation, stuff like that. Different channels you can select. Of course, you can get the foot switch, and like you can do a bunch of stuff on the fly. But this is really what sold me. The head has an internal speaker.
2 internal speakers, right? Or is it just one?
I thought it was just one.
I might be thinking of the Yamaha.
I think you are.
Yeah.
But it's got an internal speaker, so it doesn't need a cab if you don't have a cab with it, and you can just play and practice. I really thought about this if I'm like practicing or I want to take something somewhere just for inspiration. Got the headphones out and stuff like that. There's just so many applications you could use this thing. I've even thought about like, well, if I don't have my Pod Express and I'm going direct, I could use this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. For like $370, it's kind of hard to like say, nah, I don't think I don't want it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I went through the whole process of whenever they first got released, thinking to myself, man, maybe I should have this for a backup. And I even talked about it for a practice tool at one time. Because it does have a headphones jack, and you could just take it, or you could just use the little speaker.
Right.
If you show up to a gig and your amp goes down, you can plop that on top of your cabinet, or just go direct with it.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. You have been thinking about this pretty hard lately, though.
I have. Just because
I can tell how excited you are just by how you're talking about it.
So I've really looked into it. Because to be completely honest, the Pod Express, it's been it's been great for a backup for my board or an amp. I don't think I'm gonna be 100% satisfied going direct out of that thing. I don't know if I necessarily would with the Katana. But I've been looking at that or these Freeman IRX, IRDs, the Tone King Imperial pedal that's about to come out. So they're all kind of competing.
It's pretty friendly for the wife to look at.
Yeah.
So you could set it in the living room and it wouldn't be a big deal. It's not an eyesore like some amps are. It's not big. You can shove it under a coffee table. I mean, there's a lot of options for its size and portability. I guess for me right now, I would say it's a pass because I don't necessarily need it. But there's part of me that it's a complete gas. I think it's like right on the fence for me.
Yeah.
I really don't know how. I need to play one, I guess, to really see how it feels. And I didn't need to listen to that demo of Kirk Fletcher.
Yep.
We're both big fans of Kirk Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool dude. So yeah, maybe I need to look into this some more because you're kind of talking me into it. If I'm honest,
I think this is going to be one of those things where how you bought the IR2, you're like, I should have bought this a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like that.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be like, why wouldn't we have this?
Yeah, because you could probably find them used if they're $370 new. Probably find them used in the ballpark of 3 to 250. Some, 250,
Probably 300, yeah.
somewhere in that ballpark. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I think it's a gas. You
Yep.
tipped me over the edge.
Thank you.
Is it a gas for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go ahead.